Okay, let me get. Your earphones are so crazy. Oh my goodness. Oops, I got my dragon fruit. Woohoo, it's hot. Hi guys. Hello, whoever's watching the replay too. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to just tilt this down a little. How's that? Oh my God, I'm so hot. You guys, I know we're in colder weather. It's hard to believe it's so freaking hot here. Humidity at 86%, I think, and the temperature's 30 or 31, so it feels like, I'd say 35, 36 right now. But it's that feeling where you're constantly like wet, sticky, and sweating like all the time. I gotta wash my hands like every 5 minutes, I swear. All right. Hello, whoever is on watching, say hello. If you're watching the replay, if you're watching whenever, say hello. If you do want to see more of my videos, if not, then don't comment. But just so Facebook will show you them. The more you comment or when you say hello or whatever, they will know you want to watch them, I guess. And also, if anybody wants to share my videos or posts at any time, on your wall, I mean, I'd love that, but feel free to share, like, because if I'm saying something you think someone else should hear or whatever, feel free to share. I'm totally fine with that. I don't say anything that I want to keep private or that if you see it on Facebook, you can share it. That's for sure. I'm pretty open and yeah, I really, doesn't matter at all anymore now. I'm completely open about myself and my life, so what the hell, right? Okay. I know I've been posting a bit about, my experience here and the kind of the realizations I've had. Hi, Sarah. The realizations I've had while being here. So I've been pretty open about that. Hi, Joanne. See who else is popping on. I also just want to say that it's not like I'm not happy. I was like, oh my God, I'm probably coming off on the videos like, she's down, something's wrong, she's not healthy, she's not happy. That's not it. It's just, I myself am working on a lot of my own beliefs and things that have been holding me back. Now, but I've been a self-help junkie for 20 years. But when you have all this time to do it and you're completely away from distractions, from people, from friends, from family, from everything, from a house to clean. I don't clean a house. I don't do my own laundry, right? I don't cook very often. I basically go out and eat. So I have a lot more time. So that is why I'm really like learning more about myself. So please don't think that if you're watching my posts that I'm not happy or not having a good time or not. It's not it. But my other aha moment is I really wanted to share this with you guys because there's a line that goes, follow your soul, or what is your soul's desire, and just jump and do it, right? Jump and do it. Do what your soul is telling you to do. Jump and do it. And so I did, obviously, right, coming here, moving to Bali. But what I want to say that, not that it's a dangerous thing to say, because I truly believe, but what you need to look at is if you're somebody who's not looking at your limiting beliefs, is not working on yourself, because so if you haven't achieved something, this includes weight loss, guys. If you haven't achieved something, there's something blocking it. Okay, there is something inside you. You are blocking it for a reason. So when we think that by taking an action, all of a sudden our beliefs are going to shift. Now, some people say you can't shift that fast, but mostly most people could not, right? So unless you've done a lot of this internal work already. So when you think that just an action is going to shift you right away, for most people, I said it doesn't, into completely believing it's possible for you. It doesn't. You still have that belief when you do it. So like me coming here, I kind of thought that a whole bunch of my beliefs about these deep internal beliefs about my limitations, what's possible for me. I thought that by doing this, coming here, it would almost be like, see, you can do it. And all my limiting beliefs would just fade away. That doesn't happen. And then what happens is when you see they don't automatically fade away, you go, oh my God, what's wrong with me? Why didn't this work? This was supposed to work for me. This was supposed to work. This is what I was supposed to do. It's like when someone says, follow your passions, you'll never work a day in your life, or follow your passion, the money will come. That's not really true unless you do the inner work. If you have limitations and you believe that abundance is not infinite, that abundance is not meant for you, if you believe that you're somebody who could never lose weight, if you believe you're somebody who's always meant to be chubby, you will not lose weight. I don't care, right? Or you won't keep it off. So this is the thing. You need to look deep inside and what are the beliefs that are holding me back? What is the resistance? What am I feeling? What's coming up for me? And most people don't do the internal work. Now, because I'm working on my business and a lot of the entrepreneurs that I hang around with online are also building their business, we have to do the internal work basically, or else you don't get anywhere. You just don't. Because it's like being in a relationship. When you're in all of a sudden you're in a deep relationship with someone and you're not used to it, all your shit comes up, right? Well, starting your own business or going into work for you, all your shit definitely comes up. All these beliefs like it's not possible for me, I'm not smart enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy. These begin to come up. And then if you're not working on that internal stuff, they will keep you stuck and where you are. And most people will quit. And that's why most people quit their businesses, and most people can't lose weight, and most people do not keep the weight off once they do lose weight. Most people start a gym in January, a fitness program, and then all of a sudden by March, they are not even going to the gym at all, right? There are reasons why that happens. And it's not because you're not exercising hard enough. It's not because you're not making healthy meals. It's because inside there's beliefs that are running the show. You may be conscious of those beliefs. Most often, you're unconscious of those beliefs, right? So this, right, so because I chose coming to Bali, was totally living my dream, following my passion, following everything. I thought all these years that once I did this, once I actually physically came to Bali, that all my old limiting beliefs would magically fall away on their own. But they didn't. And what happened is they actually came on full force, stronger than ever. Because I stretched myself, because I was going to the next level, because I was bursting the glass ceiling. So when we try to stretch ourselves, go to the next level, bust that glass ceiling, do something out of our comfort zone, what's going to happen is all our fear-based beliefs, because fear is here to protect us, right? So all these things are coming up to protect us and to keep us safe. Now, what they know is that in the past, when you were playing simple and safe and not, you were safe. So they want you to stay safe. They want you to stay the same. So when you go beyond something that's normal for you, you jump into your passion, your purpose, you move, sell everything and move to a tropical place, right? I know this, because I did. You do think yourself, it's going to solve everything. Like literally, I'm going to feel so amazing. Everything's going to fall away. The thing is that your subconscious goes into fight or flight, goes, holy shit, you're totally unsafe. What are you doing? You just sold it. You just moved and you have no support. And what are you doing? So all of this comes up. And the inside of you, hi, Lynn, the inside of you goes, you are unsafe. You are unsafe. You are unsafe. And so what happens is all your fears, all your stuff comes up. And you start to feel it like, holy crap, I thought I would feel perfect when I got here. I thought all my limiting beliefs would just magically fade away, right? Well, they don't. They come on even stronger than ever. So that's all. Like, I just wanted to get on because make sure people know I'm totally fine. I am happy. I'm safe. Everything's good. But I'm being open about my journey because this has opened my eyes a lot. Lynn knows. No one, and I mean no one, could have told me that when I did this, that all my shit would come up full force, even worse than before. No one could have convinced me that moving here, Diana, you're going to face all your demons. I'd be like, no, There's going to be no more demons once I move here. I'm going to be feeling amazing. Hello, hello. You know, I truly thought that all of these limiting beliefs and all my my stuff would fade away. You know, I thought, oh, there'd be a little bit left, but the feeling of actually being here would be all I needed to magically remove all these limiting beliefs. It's not the case. At least it wasn't for me. So I want to caution, not caution people, because I hate that. I am so the type of person that's like, screw what everybody thinks, follow your dreams. You must do that. Yeah, you must do all that, but you need to do the inner work. That's what I was talking about, Lynn, how if people are not doing the inner work, if they're not conscious creators, if they don't start to understand the insides of them, and they just do something, a big change, believing that by following your soul, money will flow or something like that. It doesn't. If you don't believe it to begin with, you must believe it. Nothing happens if you don't believe it can happen. And I wrote that post yesterday, and that is one of my biggest beliefs. And it's my biggest ahas. It's so simple. It's so simple, yet it's so complicated because we have layers and layers and layers and layers of belief. And I had another one came up for me today about my parents and having their own business. To me, as a child, what I saw of it was struggle, hardship, working tons. My mom never liked having the own business. She hated working in my dad's businesses. She was never happy with it. It was always a struggle. She was always complaining about it. My dad seemed to be just working. Then they didn't have much money because he was following his passion. It wasn't making much money. So all of this stuff within me is my belief system. So I have and I knew this, but I didn't realize how powerful it was. Because now I'm like, here I am living my passion, doing my work. Those beliefs come up big time because they match. What I'm doing matches what I viewed my dad doing, right? And when he did that, my mom complained. She was never happy. It was always such a hardship. They had to struggle. They had to work really hard. All of that. So it's like all this comes up inside of me. So, I'm all for people following their passion and doing what they want. Yeah, because, Lynn, totally. If you're making that big move, all I can say, yes, it all comes up for you. And that's why it's just nonstop. But one thing that I was always into self-improvement or self-development, personal development, even before I started my own business. I cannot stress it enough for people who don't have their own business too, like for just the normal women. I don't want to say that no one is, but everybody needs to do it. Everybody needs to do it. I think, and I know, really it is the cause of people being depressed, sad, and I don't want to say mental illness in that way, more like a feeling helpless and hopeless, feeling like you're stuck in life, being scared, having fear and worry, right? You don't need to stay in that place, right? You don't need to stay in that place of fear, worry, and like nothing's going to ever work for you, and that it's hopeless, that you're too old to follow your dreams, you don't have to stay that way. So I have felt these uncomfortable, horrible feelings, cried in my room, allowed it to come out. But I couldn't imagine if I wasn't doing that, and that if I just thought, oh, I feel so terrible here in Bali, like I'm totally down, without understanding it, and I don't feel that way. You'd leave. You'd never stay. You'd never stick with following your dream or your passion, because when you start to, it can feel really bad sometimes because it brings up all the fear. So then all the fear is just magnified by 1,000, right? Because we know fear only tries to protect us. Fear is only there to protect us. So of course it's going to come on full force when you have taken a huge leap of faith, basically jumped off a cliff, right? So you go to jump off a cliff, fear is going to be there with you, let me tell you. But we don't have to, that's okay. But just realize, all I want to say is for somebody who's about to take a big leap of faith, or there's a lot of coaches out there, of course, who are telling people to follow their passion, follow what they love to do, let go of fear and worry. When you like when you follow your passion, the money will flow. You'll never have to work another day in your life, you know, and that's it will only flow if you believe it will. If you believe that following your passion means being broke all the time, then you will. Then you will. If you believe being an artist is being a starving artist, then you will. Right? That's exactly what it is. There is no secret. Why do some people make it and some people don't? Because some people change their beliefs. Some people don't. That's it. Some people have an easier time believing. They don't have, let's say if you grew up in a family where, on that word, entrepreneurship or whatever, your mom and dad were very successful in their own businesses, you would probably have your own business. You wouldn't have any limiting beliefs about having a business. You would believe, yeah, of course, and it always makes money. It's easy, it's great, right? So you got to look at your background. You got to look at how you were raised. You got to look at all the layers that are underneath. But it's never impossible. It's just, that's what's reality. And just be aware of that, right? When someone goes to make a big shift and change. Yep, always, Lynn, always. And I know that with, with the women I work with for weight loss and even finding time, this whole thing about I need to find time, right? If you believe you're too busy, there's no way you'll be able to have more time for yourself, all of that, well then no matter what you do, you won't find more time because you don't believe it's possible for you to have more time. So that's what I noticed too about a lot of the women I work with, which once you realize it is just a belief, it's just, and then you just restructure what you put as important in your life. I mean, there's other things, but you also got to believe it, right? You got to break down and realize that the beliefs you really do have, which are limiting, are not true. They're just fear-based things that are there to protect you. And so then once you realize, oh, that's not even true, then it's the whole process of dismantling it, right? Doing the inner work and various ways of doing that. All right, I just had this call to jump on because I had this big aha today. Again, another deeper aha about all these things that I was really feeling. So thank you for watching. Hi, Lynn. Thanks you guys for coming on live. Thank you for watching in the replay. Make sure to say hello if you watched the replay. I would love to know. And if anybody has any suggestions about what would you like to know, any topic regarding living and moving somewhere else or with health and wellness in midlife, post a comment below on what you'd like me to cover and I will do that. All right. Enjoy your day, night, whatever it is for you. Bye-bye.